We have been busy.
Bee.
Busy. So,
Mom used to say. Bee.
so we were headed to a showing. We said, okay, we're back in town. We're all caught up on work. We're gonna go back to doing our Wednesday morning or Tuesday morning live streams at 11 a.m. And how much has the phone been ringing?
Non-stop.
It's ridiculous in the best way. So that's what we've been doing. How are you? What is the weather like where you are, and are you enjoying fall, or do you have Thanksgiving plans? Basically drop a comment, talk to me, let me know that you're here, that you're watching. I love seeing your guys' comments.
Apparently Washington is underwater like Noah's Ark.
We're
based on all of the calls and messages we're getting. But why don't can you reverse the camera?
Can I do that midstream? Oh yeah, I think I can.
The technology.
This is
what it actually looks like in Southwest Washington. We're in Vancouver on Mill Plain,
on the east side,
the southeast side of town.
Hi, Irish.
Headed toward Camas. So this is what it actually looks like. I don't know what my mom called me up saying, "Hey, do you guys need a life jacket or life jacket or a rubber boat or anything?"
Well, so we're on our way to a showing, and my clients were like, "Oh, we don't want you to put your safety at risk if it's flooding. Like, you don't have to go." And I'm like, "What are you guys talking about?"
Now there is a lot of rain north in the state, in the Seattle, King County area, from what I hear. So risk of mudslides and snow based on elevation, but down south where we are, I mean, the last 2 days has been kind of like this.
And there was flooding in Portland too.
Yeah, the Portland rain sewer overflow system apparently
needs some work.
Well, I guess it met capacity, so there was a lot of streets flooding in Portland. We saw some of that over the weekend,
and we had crazy rain for a couple days, like pouring rain,
good solid rain.
And we had some areas that were flooded, I guess, like some mini parts of streets. Not mini.
Like sewer, like the sewers and gutters, I guess, overflowed, but
yeah, because all the leaves are falling, and then you guys have heard me say it, I'll say it again, we don't get huge downpours for days on end. It's typically misty, so with all the leaves falling, that kind of clogged the drains, I guess.
I think we're going to go into the drain guard business.
Iris said she's driven through hurricane flooding for 26 years, so she's not worried. But it's almost like there is nothing going on. So we're passing Target on Mill Plain right there. We're at Mill Plain and 164th. This might be my favorite intersection in town, not because of what's here, but it's
Chick-fil-A, right?
No. Although, as many of you know, I'm a vegetarian, mostly plant-based, and one thing I do really like about Chick-fil-A is that if you get a salad there and you don't get chicken on it, they actually reduce the price, which my whole life I've been like, why do I have to order something without meat and you still charge me the same amount when the meat is the most expensive part of the dish, the most expensive ingredient, and I'm saving you money and you still charge me the same amount? But Chick-fil-A said, no, we're actually going to give you, I think it's like $2 off. So the salad with chicken is like $10.
That's only fair.
And I think I get it for like $7 something. Anyway, I'm a fan of that.
Only fair.
Should I show them?
But why is that your favorite intersection?
I think it's just because it was like the main intersection when we first, where we first moved, the main intersection near where we first lived when we moved here, and it's just so convenient because Target's there, and like you can go this way and you're basically heading to Camas and my beloved Costco. Why is it having you turn here? It's different.
Enjoy the ride. Enjoy the ride.
And then Whole Foods used to be over there, and my favorite Fred Meyer's over there, and Philly Bilmo's. And then Mill Plain gets you to pretty much everything on the east side. So I guess it's just like a central intersection on the east side.
Are we really only 8 minutes from away?
Yeah.
Wow. I miss some California days. So
you have to expound on that. So you mean traffic and getting places?
Yeah, we're like we're extremely spoiled because of the proximity to just about everything here. We probably talked about that before, but for us, a typical drive is about 15 minutes, and that's going from one side of town to the other, one state to another. It really doesn't matter. Whereas, my time spent with you in Southern California, I mean, you could pretty much bank on 45 minutes to an hour being the norm, and probably going less of a distance.
So we made a turn off, and then there's some apartments and senior living over here, and then you have just like a winery across the street. And we're on First Street right now, which we're gonna pass Costco. The Costco in Camas, which is off of First and 192nd. So this is a little impromptu, if you couldn't tell. We wanted to talk about the weather also because so many people are like, oh, it must be cloudy and rainy and sad there. The sun is out. I'm wearing sunglasses.
Yeah, we both are. And not just because we're celebrities.
This is kind of a cool view. Can I zoom in on this? We don't go live on the go very often. Oh, there's another call. I'll have to call them back. Oh, I can zoom in.
Wow.
Whoa. Okay, you can't see anything.
Get real shaky though.
How do I go back? Am I doing it? Let me go back. Those are blackberry bushes on the side of the road. So in the summer you'll see people picking them. Such a beautiful day. Yes, it is. Point ahead. Wait. On us or on the road? I want to see the road.
When you you got a lot when you're driving, you'll focus on something right next to the car, and it makes me dizzy watching it. And I'm like, why did she do that?
I didn't mean to do that. I was trying to zoom in on Prune Hill so they could see where we were, but no, it didn't work. So coming up to the intersection of 192nd, that's also a major north-south throughway, but it has a ton of amenities, just like 164th. This is the border, so we're crossing over. We're at the very east side, end of Vancouver, crossing into Camas. And so over here you have Lowe's and Home Depot. They're across the street from each other. Leslie, what time will you be here? I don't think I can respond while I'm on. So you've got new voicemail. All the notifications
we'll be here in
coming
5 minutes, so by the time you would have messaged her, you'll be there.
It's fine. Oh, no, I really do need to text her. I'm gonna see if I can text her back. Reconnecting. Is that Walmart right there in Camas? Technically, I think it's Vancouver, but yeah, this is basically this side of the street is Vancouver, and that side of the street is Camas.
Which would be the west side versus the east side of the street.
Yeah, and this is where Costco is, so you can see. Can I zoom?
Costco gasoline.
Costco gas is, it's basically behind this building here. I gotta zoom out again. I'm here, so I'll head over. I have a hard time zooming back out.
This is typically, in our experience, the cheapest gas in town. This Costco gasoline in Camas.
Yes, and then you have, I think, what is that over there? Evergreen Middle School? Is that what's over there?
No, there's another name.
Some different name. Okay, so yeah, we're heading into Camas. That Walmart is on the Vancouver Camas border. It's on 192nd. There's Costco. Look, you guys, we got a new toy. We got an action cam, so we can do more.
We're doing big things.
Is it recording right now?
I think it's shut off. So we're still trying to get the hang of it.
Hi, Brianna.
Hey, Brianna.
I think that's how you say it.
And there's a development. Is this an apartment complex they're building?
Yeah, I think they're building apartments.
Yeah, I think it's shut off.
And that's Union High School right there. Anyway, so we don't know how to work our tech. So if you're wondering.
When it does work, we get some really cool shots.
Yeah, so we bought it so we could give you guys some driving tours, which I guess this is a little impromptu driving tour. Okay, so we had another client. So we talked about the weather. Do you guys have any questions about the weather before we move on to talk about solar?
And can you all agree that today is a perfectly pleasant day?
What's the temperature?
50 degrees, but it feels warmer.
It's because we're adjusted to the...
Doesn't it though?
It does.
Like you, babe, you 50 degrees you'd have been like one of your shivering memes.
I would have been dressed up like an Eskimo. So this is Union High School. On the left.
So it says Evergreen Public Schools?
Yeah, so you have Evergreen School District, and then you have, I guess, VPS, Vancouver Public Schools.
So is this a good school? Or, I know you're not limited. Scratch that question from testimony. I'll look it up on
And you still got some open land. This will probably be developed at some point. I know there's land across the street that's getting developed. You know that one shack that's on the corner up here? What is that noise? Do you hear it? I don't know what's making that noise. Something sounds like it's shaking. It's driving me crazy now. Hopefully you guys can't hear that. Because if it's driving me crazy, it might be driving you crazy. Look at this view. Oh my goodness, this is Green Mountain up there. Oh, the zoom in is terrible. I'm gonna stop doing that. Sorry guys.
You're probably making all kind of people dizzy right now. Car sick. Okay. Sorry guys.
So, well, we had a client ask about solar days. We're gonna touch on that in a second. The other thing is we are on our way to
just keep talking.
To a showing for Two Creeks. This is a higher end condo development. That's Camas Meadows. You have a golf course. So this is the golf course. We're super close to Lacamas Lake. Can I zoom out? Why is it doing that? Ah! Okay. Super close to Lacamas Lake. We're actually parking lot. So if you wanted to hike at Lacamas, I guess it's just a trail. It's
still turning here?
Yes.
Got somebody riding my ass trying to bring.
Come on, dude. Lacamas Heritage. And we are a gated condo community.
Is it on the golf course or just adjacent?
It is adjacent.
Oh.
So Two Creeks, which is over there on the right, is situated in between the start of the trail. The trail is right here on the left. And then the golf course is actually right there on the right. So you can see all of it. The Two Creeks is a really interesting community. It's kind of small, but it's got a mix between condos that were built in 2006 and then the developer never finished them during the Great Recession. Oh, he's way off.
That would be me. Trying to get back onto the course.
Oh, that's funny.
Shout out to all my golfers.
So the developer didn't finish them. They got converted to rentals. And then now the new developer who purchased it, I guess the property went bankrupt, I think. The new developer who purchased it is finishing the construction. So you have a mix between former rentals that are being resold in the $950,000 range. And then you have, let me get you this code. 1 second, guys, I'll be right back. The code, hear me, and then Hal, is there any gated communities with security guards on post? You know, like that in California. Did you hit pound?
I did.
We lived in a community like that in California. They don't have a lot of security guard posts. Not that I'm aware of. You know of any? I can't think of any.
I'm trying to get a sense.
There we go.
Hot down.
So the developer is finishing Two Creeks. So you have these older 2006 homes, but they don't feel like they were built in 2006. Go slow, please. So you've got a little, this is it's like a little pond here, storm water.
And this is a
pickleball courts. They have 4 pickleball courts, and the community gets together. There's some older retired folks here, some families that live here too. But they get together, I think every Tuesday, and they play pickleball. I just thought that was the cutest thing. So these homes go straight. Reconnecting with lost service. I asked because I work as a guard in a high-end communities in Scottsdale. And then the interior ones are the new construction ones that are being finished. So like these on the left side were all recently built, are they're starting at $770, and you have the option to put an elevator in them, which is one of the things. There's the golf course again that my clients were interested in. So I might be in and out with service because we're kind of on the outskirts. It's central, but it's, how do I explain that? But not too much.
No, they're still in Eastern Washington, or southeastern Washington. I like the interior, the front of the houses, because it's like a nice little courtyard.
Mm-hmm. So they all face each other, and then they have an alley.
And then they have a garage, driveway.
Yeah. So we'll take you guys around. I have an appointment with my clients coming up. We're gonna get on Zoom and do a virtual showing, and then they're gonna see one of the new constructions and one of the old ones that is for sale. This is, you know, a higher price point than I would say the average, at least in Vancouver. You can walk over there to get to the golf course, which is pretty cool. And then you can also walk to get straight on the trail for Lacamas Lake. That is a beautiful community. Good luck with your client. Thank you, Irish. Yeah, the community is gorgeous. I guess I feel like if you could get a yard, you know, we want acreage. That's what we're in the market for.
Some people.
But if I didn't want land, then this is, I would say it's pretty high up on the list of places that I would like living. And even if this is outside of your price range, which it is for most people, hey, that's the one.
That's the one.
That's the one that they might want. You can still enjoy the beauty, like as beautiful as this community is, you can walk along the trail and be right on the lake, and it's accessible to everyone. So that's one of the things that I like about Southwest Washington, is that you have these gorgeous homes, but even though this little section is gated, it's not a private trail. Everyone can walk the Lacamas Lake Heritage Trail. It's absolutely gorgeous. You kind of have these rolling hills. You can tell my service, and we'll go bike or run it and show you. So anyway, we wanted to come live to let you know that by hook or crook, we're gonna get a live up today. We've been extremely busy, so thank you all to reaching out to me. Yeah, and allowing me to assist you on your journeys here, whether you're renting, buying, investing. I love doing it. It's such an honor to work with you all.
And we'll have to come back and talk about solar, because we're getting a lot of solar questions and interest, some misconceptions that we'll dispel. So we'll do that on another video.
Yes, I will say that the short version is our electric rates are so cheap that I don't think people really are pressed as much to invest in a solar system when the electricity is so cheap. And then the other thing is just misconception about that you wouldn't get enough sun to generate solar. And maybe you generate a little bit less, but it should still be enough to make it worth it, even just from an environmental standpoint. If obviously the cost wouldn't make sense, because for us, even, I mean, the biggest place we lived in since we've been here is 2,400 square feet, and our electric bill was never more than $80. So anywho, we gotta go. Drop your questions below.
And you don't have to run your AC like incessantly like you do in SoCal and some other places. So something to think about.
Okay.
All right, guys.
We'll catch you later.
Ciao.
Good to see you all. Leave some comments so I can engage with you, or if you have any ideas for content you want to cover. What do we have coming up? Content coming up. We have a video we're going to do about homeschooling here. We're going to do one about how you can go from double income to single income by moving to Washington. I have clients doing that from California.
We have an unboxing. I should say uncorking.
Uncorking. Those are some of the things we have coming up. So stick around, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and let us know if you have any topics you want to cover. We always get to the most fun and exciting for us first. So just letting you know, we don't make any promises, but we will do our best. All right, I'll catch you guys later.
See you guys.
Ciao.
Ciao.